Greetings, adventurers! Hi, how is everybody doing? My name's Jared Logan, and you're watching the Stream of Blood, and you have tuned into tonight's edition of THAC0 Tuesday. THAC0 Tuesday is, of course, the night that we play some Dungeons and Dragons, but not just regular old, current, modern 5e Dungeons and Dragons. That would be way too easy. We're going all the way back to 1981, and we're playing a game called Old School Essentials. Old School Essentials is what is called a retro clone. The very smart people at Necrotic Gnome Games and their U.S. distributor, Exalted Funeral, both of those companies have lots of cool stuff for gamers, so you should check them out, created this book, Old School Essentials, this game line, and it takes all the old rules from 1980s Dungeons & Dragons, specifically the Moldvay Cook BX rules, for you aficionados, and it puts them into one easy-to-read book, really well laid out. Look, it even has, like, rules on the inside cover and the back inside cover, and it makes it very easy to run the game. So exceptionally easy to run the game. And, boy, this edition of Dungeons & Dragons is really fun in a way that maybe you haven't experienced if you've been playing 5e D&D. 5e D&D, also very fun. This is fun in a different and somewhat more fatal way. We've been playing in our own homebrewed setting called the Fort on the Far Seas, but I have a secret for you. It's really, the Fort of the Far Seas is really the Keep on the Borderlands, one of the most classic of the BX modules by Gary Gygax himself, the guy that actually created / stole Dungeons & Dragons from another guy who came up with the idea first. We can get into that another time, but it is sort of true. I'm going to bring in some people who steal my heart. How about that? This first guy, he's a big old teddy bear with kind of a gruff exterior and one of the most naturally skilled strategists I've ever encountered in the realm of BX Dungeons & Dragons. And that's saying a lot because I've met like 3 or 4 people that play this. Please welcome my good buddy, as the now level 2 dwarf, Boople von Borplesby. Please welcome Clinton Trucks.
Dave Arneson, that's the guy.
Actually, I thought it was another guy, and then Dave Arneson also, or maybe you're right. Maybe it is Dave Arneson. He did Blackmore, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he stole it a little bit from Dave Arneson. Well, look, every big nerd property has a story like that. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
For sure. Well, Stan is the stealer in that instance. Yeah.
Yeah, Simon Cowell and Paula Abdul. Every big nerd property was stolen by someone from another more talented person.
You're not wrong.
You are level 2 now. Your dwarf is level 2. What benefits does that bring you, Clinton Trucks?
Exactly one benefit. I get more hit points.
Okay, great.
And I did not roll for it because I thought it'd be fun to have everybody watch it happen.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. Well, let me bring in our other players, and then we will roll. And I think that, you know, when you roll, like in the game fiction, suddenly your torso and your body becomes even more muscled and like sinewy and
just dewy,
mightily hued. When those extra hit points just hit your carcass there. I'm going to bring in a guy who knows about things hitting carcasses. I really don't know what I'm doing with my segues anymore. He is a longtime friend, a talented writer, sketch comedian, and comedian in general. And he is playing for the 3rd week in a row his elf, Doi'nk, who often misses with a bow, but never misses when he's killing a horse. Please welcome Nate FERNALD, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, buddy boy.
The Matrix.
The Matrix, everybody. The Matrix. There we go. There it is. If you're wondering what it means, why are we yelling The Matrix? It's because one time Nate was filming a commercial on the street in New York City, and some kids walked by, and what did they yell, Nate?
The Matrix.
That's right. So anytime we're having fun on THAC0 Tuesdays, we are sure to yell out as loud as we can into the chat using typing. The Matrix.
Jared, I have a song to recommend, a D&D battle song that just came out this past Friday.
A new one?
Yep. It's the band. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's called DESACATYL. Desacatl. I don't know what the pronunciation is, but the song is called Wizard Battle, and just seems appropriate.
Can you write the name into the chat? Can you write to the chat so that they can find it? And guys, I have a really special surprise for everybody. Nate and Clint will be eating their dinner while playing tonight. Clint, what are we going to be chowing down on, buddy? He's busy typing into the chat. Clint, what are you having?
I think he froze.
Oh no! Is Clint froze or am I frozen? Who's frozen?
I'm not, and you're not. Can you hear me?
Great. I think Clint. Sometimes he'll just kind of do this and kind of go like kind of silent and not move for a while. Oh wait, no, he has left. So it looks like he is in fact taking a short break. Let's bring in our third player. She is a fantastic host of a really fun podcast called Death by Monsters. It's a paranormal comedy podcast. She's an actor and improviser, and she is here to play a thief with us this evening. Please welcome Paula Deming, everybody.
Hello. There I am.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Paula.
Thank you for being here, Paula.
Thank you for having me.
What's your thief's name?
My thief's name is Robin Softshoes.
Robin Softshoes. Beautiful.
And I'm telling you, it's not because I'm sneaky and able to move along quietly. It's because I got some sick dance moves.
Yeah. Wow. Your Robin's whole life is about tap.
It is. I really, if in a different world with different classes, Robin maybe would have felt compelled to become some sort of bard type entertainer, but that's not available to her in this form of society right now. So what can she do but be a thief?
The rigid caste system.
More additions. Yeah.
I'm going to go from stealing the items off of people to one day stealing their hearts with a song and a dance.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful character arc. And with Robin's 2 hit points, hopefully she'll get to see that one day.
I'm so nervous.
Well, the good thing about Robin is that she, I noticed when we were looking at the sheet that she has +3 modifier on her dexterity, which also goes toward her AC. So Robin has a bit of Robin is quick on her feet. Robin has a bit of a better AC than other people. If you're used to 5e D&D, you look at that AC and you go 4. But
I get nervous.
Yeah, it's actually a descending AC. It's complicated for no reason, but we enjoy it here because we like to play the old school way. So, guys, are we ready to do this? Are you ready to hop back into the world of the Fort on the Far Seas?
Certainly.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with this. You leveled up Clinton Trucks. Boople von Borplesby was in one-on-one shirtless combat with an orc chieftain last time. And in that combat, he defeated the orc chieftain. He rescued enough gold. Gold is based on XP in the system, we might recall. Or, I'm sorry, XP is based on gold. So the more gold you take out, the more XP you get. And Clinton Trucks, we're going to roll those
I just
new
need to
HP.
add that while that was happening, my character was shooting arrows around the enemy. So I'd like a little bit of credit for that.
You were kind of herding the enemies into your friend's axes.
Yeah.
Right.
And our friend Mr. Sirius is dead at our feet.
Mr. Sirius was slain by the orc chieftain. It was very sad. And you'll probably see his body again this time. So if you had anything you left unsaid, you'll get another chance. But right now, let's find out so what was your HP? What were your hit points before Clinton Trucks?
I had 7 HP. So as a dwarf, my hit die is 1d8. I had rolled 5, but I have a +2 Constitution bonus, bringing it to 7.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was your original, and now we're rolling your new HP. Everybody,
here we go. A 1. which with my Constitution bonus is 3.
Okay, so that's not nothing.
Not nothing.
It's not exciting, but it's not nothing.
It's better than 2.
I would like to set the scene tonight by saying that at the very end of last week's session, Boople von Borplesby found a door, a secret door inside the catacomb of caves that belonged to the orc tribe. Boople and Doi'nk, as I told you last session, at the end of every session of THAC0 Tuesdays, everybody immediately goes automatically back to the village. They go back to the fort, like,
right,
instantly, so that we can kind of start fresh each time. So your HP are back, both of you. If you have any lost HP, that's all full again. And when you were back at the fort, you remembered that there was a locked door you couldn't get into last time. And there was a secret door, and you remembered that those kinds of things, secret doors and locked doors, they are sort of the specialty of what kind of person would you say, Nate?
A dancer.
A locksmith.
Right. And so you looked around for a locksmith and a dancer, and you found one. You found Robin Softshoes. And so what I would like to do is set a scene with the three of you as you are re-entering the cave you were in before, the cave that has the secret door in it. You are all carefully. Oh, by the way, Robin, you've agreed to go on this insane and dangerous adventure.
Of course, yes. How could
She
I
was
say
sold
no?
on it when we said, "How would you like to step over our friend's corpse and check out a secret door?"
Well, I said, you got to start somewhere. This and this seems like a good place to start.
Okay.
Walk in the
Beggars
bloody
can't be
footprints of
beggars.
those who came before.
Yes, just use that as inspiration for how don't turn out like that.
Absolutely. And so can we throw up Mr. Clinton Trucks our map of the Caves of Chaos?
Labeled
the
or
Caves
unlabeled?
of Chaos, the labeled version. And I actually forgot to put the label that Nate wanted to put on the orc cave, which was
very important.
Forgot.
What was it, Nate?
What was the guy
make
selling? The guy who
yeah,
sells
Craven
10-foot
Gorns.
poles mama.
Yeah, you wanted to call that Traven Gorm's mama instead of labeling it Orc Cave, and I promise I'll get that next time. I'll definitely get around to that. But so just for Paula's benefit and to review for anybody watching, this is the Valley of the Caves of Chaos, created in amazing MS Paint by me, Jared Logan.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I am a cartographer first. So, you see the cave, this valley, the brown part in the middle, that's sort of the valley floor. And then you see the little caves kind of hanging off the sides of the hills here. The ones that touch the kind of brown part in the middle, that they're on the valley floor, but then some of them you have to go up the slopes a little bit to get to. And the one on the north side here, closest to the entrance to the valley, that is the one our heroes entered last time, and it's the one you are all entering again as our adventure starts this evening. And you come back into the cave, unless you'd like to enter through another place. Actually, I should ask you that. Would you like to enter through another place? You're perfectly welcome to try that. Boople and Doi'nk, what do you tell Robin Softshoes?
It's incredibly dangerous, but near as I can tell, I am unkillable, so we should be fine.
Great.
Yep.
And I am
No
unable
problem.
to kill, so we should.
Perfect. I feel equally safe based on both of those descriptions.
Doi'nk is
You
here for
won't kill
friendship.
me, and you'll protect me.
Exactly.
Because the interior mapping of the caves is woefully incomplete. I think we should probably retrace our steps rather than trying another entrance.
I'm down for the same cave.
Okay, so if the heroes agree, you climb the verdant slope to the second kind of level, the second kind of ridge there, where you can enter the cave of the orcs. Immediately, the kind of like thick, musty animal smell of these swine-like orcs penetrates your nostrils. You've slain them to an orc, you believe. but the smell remains. You look into the cave, and about 20 feet back is the little kind of like hole where the orcs kind of place their head among rows of skulls to kind of snoop and like spy on you. But of course, our friend Boople has put an arrow right through that orc's head. And in fact, it really did seem last time as you exited the cave that you had killed all the orcs in this particular cave. So let me know if you're doing anything specific as you enter, and let me know your marching order if you don't mind.
I think I want to say specifically, we killed all the orcs in the first couple rooms. There was a ton of loud orcs that we avoided.
Ah, that's right. There was a big room full of them. Thank you for being honest and telling the teacher that you have homework, Clinton Trucks.
Well, I was afraid that you were trying to be tricksy and bring a bunch of orcs down behind us.
Oh, yes, that is what I was doing. I was being cleverer than you and lying about it. Okay, just let me know what your marching order is, and I will remember that those orcs were... they were spared by you last time. They also seem to be, like families. Like they didn't really seem to be like, warriors. They didn't respond to the alarm bell anyway. Okay, so what is your marching order?
Boople goes first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Robin, do you have a missile weapon of some sort? A distance weapon?
Oh boy, let's see. I have a pole arm and a longbow.
There you go. That's the one I was looking for. I
that
will.
pole arm's gonna,
You wanna
cheaper
see a
industries
pole.
it around. I can. Yeah,
If you want to see a pole,
distance.
I'm going to pull out a giant 10-foot pole, expertly crafted, that I use as I go through the cave.
I'll just put that pole arm back on my back. Yeah, I got a bow.
Great. I guess cover me, guys. And then we didn't really see any traps, so I'm just going to move carefully through.
Do you want me to look?
Ooh.
I can maybe.
If there were traps last time, we
Do
absolutely
that?
would have run into them. we were bumbling around. So I think it was just untrapped as opposed to us being clever.
Yeah, the trap, being a really nice dungeon master, the trap was probably that guy who was kind of hidden watching you, which you guys figured out. So, but checking for traps is a good idea, Robin Softshoes, as the game progresses. Especially if...
I've never actually found a trap yet, but I have been shown how to look for them. So anytime, I'm ready to try that out.
I would love to be here on the day when you find a trap.
Me too.
Very good. So are we entering? And you can move into the area. Once you move back to where that little wall is where the guy was watching you last time, you know that to your right is a tunnel that goes back to a sort of guard room, a small guard room. There are slain orcs within that room. You can kind of see their bodies kind of laying there, inert and lifeless. And then there is a room to your left that leads to kind of like... it's got like a big table and chairs. It looks like a little banquet hall for the orcs. And then there was a slope leading up to the second level of this cave.
Right. Well, I guess I just want to retrace our steps and head back to that secret door by the most direct route.
Very good.
We promised our new companion a secret door.
Very good. Okay, so you move into the room with the banquet kind of hall fixtures, the large wooden roughly carved table and the chairs, and you can hear beyond it there are two tunnels leading into a room farther, and that is where once again you hear the sounds of orcish mutterings and you maybe perhaps you hear small squeals, small oinks. They sound like this. And then there
Kinda
are
cute.
ones that belong to larger creatures. They are kind of cute, right? And then there is the slope leading up to where you found the chieftain's rooms and quarters. And you found the secret door in that chieftain's room. Are you heading directly there?
I think so.
Okay, because at the top of the slope, you once again come to a split in the tunnel where to your right is that locked door you were unable to open. And then if you head left, you will head back to the chieftain's room where you found the secret door.
Oh, we found Robin to see if perhaps the old soft shoe touch could get us to this locked door, right?
Yes. I foolishly have gotten no dice ready. Who am I? What's going on? But Robin is the one who's going to roll for this, right? So,
Yep.
Robin,
Right.
what does it say on your sheet is your chance of picking locks?
15%.
Oh my God, that is so low as to be laughable.
It's my first time.
I really
had a
love that
brochure.
you guys found a trainee thief.
I'm just really excited for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
There's going to be a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
No
Credit
treasure,
copy
but
is Neil.
exposure. Yeah.
Now, because Clint, are we talking about the door that we couldn't get into last time?
That's right, you couldn't break it open.
Now, because Clint was a good boy and told Jared about the monsters last time, I'm going to be a good boy and remind him that I tried to pick the lock with one of my arrows and I broke it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're right, 10% chance, Robin Softshoes.
I lean down, I look at the log, and I go, as I see the.
A piece of broken wood in there.
Okay, I can do this. Okay, so should I roll a?
You'll roll a
D-
percentile roll. So you'll
Oh,
roll
boy.
like a D100 with
Mhm.
2 10-sided. You know your stuff.
Like
you know
I'm
what you
playing
want.
Call of Cthulhu, yeah.
You got it.
Yep.
I always forget how to read these though. Okay, I think I rolled a 30. I rolled a 30 and a 0, so I think that's 30.
That's
A
30.
30 and a 0 is a 30, and so you manage to break off the rest of the arrow that's trapped in the lock, but you can't quite get it open.
I
However-
could have, but this was in the way.
yeah.
Sorry.
Can I have that back? Now I'm up
She-
one arrow.
Yeah,
Of the
that
broken
one's kind
tip
of
of an arrow.
that one's kind of broken and kind of with a gnarled tip, but I guess
but,
it's technically still usable.
But all of my shots have missed, so maybe if I'm shooting with a broken arrow, maybe I'll finally hit something.
Hey.
Great, the good thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this door you could try to force it open with like continual attacks and strength tests, or you could say, we don't need what's in here, and go to the secret door in the chieftain's quarters.
I'm all for going to that secret door.
Yeah.
Very
Mr.
good.
Serious was the muscle. I don't know if any of us.
If a door is too hard to open, there can't be anything good behind it.
No. Because then you could never
Unassailable
get
ladder.
into it.
Yeah, now who could have
And
put
get-
something in there in the first place?
You enter this room, which originally had the sort of paramours, the romantic partners of the orc chieftain, a male orc and a female orc, because the orc chieftain swings both ways. But they are gone now, and you enter this room where there is a bed and it's carpeted. There were tapestries on the wall, and in fact, on the south wall. Behind a tapestry that had been ripped down by Boople von Borplesby, you find the secret door. Right there, and it is. It looks like it's kind of like made of stone, and when you push it slightly, it looks like it opens.
This sounds like another job for old Softshoe.
Okay. I bet I can open this one. Does it have it has like an actual like lock and stuff, or is it
No,
it looks like wall?
It looks like wall, but you can see the outline of a door.
Mhm.
And when Boople pressed on it slightly last time, it seemed to give a little bit.
Should we just try to push it open?
Yeah, I'll just go.
Maybe
Oh.
look for traps.
Too late.
It's my maybe I should look for
I'm gonna make you another character real quick.
Okay, so it's very heavy. And what the original Gygax scenario tells me to do is to only allow you to open it if you can roll a 1 on a d6 twice in a row.
That's a
so
ludicrous thing to
I
ask.
guess we have to
roll
start
on a
doing
1.
that. Yeah. Just keep rolling d6s, guys, until two of you get a 1 at the same time, I guess.
Seriously?
Got a 2 and a 5.
Oh,
Three.
sorry. Yeah, that's not going to
A
do
2.
it. It needs a 1. Keep rolling,
2.
guys. Keep rolling.
A 1.
Oh, there we go. Did anybody else? Can anybody else roll a 1 right now?
I got 2 4s.
No, I got a 1.
Oh, there we go. All right.
It took me 4 rolls to get it.
That's okay. That counts.
Okay.
So, I hate to
Gary
say this
said
to
in
you,
a row, but let's not do that.
Rob and Softshoes, you want to. It sounds to me as your game master, like Robin wants to prove herself. She's kind of new at thieving, and these guys were like, "Hey, open this secret door. You're a thief." And finally they had to come up and like push to get it open. So that's just a little bit of like angst or kind of pathos you can use for your character going forward.
Thanks.
The
If
door
it had a lock, though, I would have been able to do it probably.
Totally.
I buy that.
Thank you.
So this is a room that has no other doors out of it. It has a small table and 2 chairs in the middle of the room. There's a wooden chest to one side of the table and chairs, and there are 2 shields hung on the south wall. And then there's little things laying around on the floor and in the corners, like an old bucket in one corner, and other like little boxes and things that look to be empty. A barrel that on one wall that also looks to be empty. Things like that.
First things first.
I
I gotta look in that barrel.
Okay.
One thing about my character is crazy about barrels.
So now we'll go into exploration turns, which simply means that, I'll start kind of rolling for wandering monster attacks depending on how many exploration turns go by. An exploration turn is like 10 minutes of game time, and you can basically do one thing. Like, for example, right now, Doi'nk is going to go over and examine the barrel for about 10 minutes. You wouldn't think it would take that long, but everything's abstracted, and this is at 1981 Dungeons & Dragons. At the very bottom, there's a little bit of water. Doi'nk.
Very cool. I say, hey guys, check it out. There's some water in this barrel. But what's the quality of the barrel? Is it a good barrel?
Yeah, it looks sturdy. Yeah, it looks like it's not too old. Like maybe they use these barrels in other parts of the.
Okay, if I live through this quest, I'm coming back for that barrel.
Great, good job.
It's watertight. That's a pretty solid barrel.
It's a good barrel.
Robin, Softshoes, or Boople, what would you like to do in this room?
Well, you said there's a chest, right?
That's right.
I'm smarting from this failure and wanting, again, to prove myself. I'm going to go right over to the chest. And first I'm going to go through the steps of what being a thief is. First, check for traps. Then pick the lock. Okay. And then I'm going to see if I can see if this is trapped and open it up to impress them.
Very good.
If I can, I don't know if that fits in exploration, doing all of that, but
that it does. Yeah, that would be like a typical exploration turn. So
it's going to be hard to impress me after I just saw this great barrel.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair. Okay. Robin Softshoes, please roll your. Let's see. Check for traps first.
Okay, that is. Just scroll down. Ooh, I have a 10% chance of doing this.
Yep.
Nope, 57? I assume that means I need to roll a 10 or low.
Yeah.
Which is completely insane, I know. So you're pretty sure, Robin Softshoes, that it's not trapped?
This is not trapped. Okay, check. Check for traps. 2, open the lock. 12!
Is that true? That's under your 15%.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
I hope it's not trapped.
Good job,
right?
Robin Softshoes. Robin Softshoes, for that, go ahead and take 5 XP. You're welcome.
Yay! I thought you were going to tell me to take 5 damage. I was like, I'm dead.
No. And in fact, the chest is not trapped. So
Yes, I knew it.
springs open very impressively.
I say,
And-
wow, incredible work on this barrel. What's going on over there with you guys?
A quiver of inside you see a bow, a quiver of 20 arrows, 2 swords, and 2 daggers.
Do any of them have the telltale glow of a first edition magic item?
I would say there is no telltale glow visible.
Right. Let's take them just for their monetary value, at least.
Does the bow look at all nicer than the bow I currently have?
It maybe, I don't know if it looks, yeah, you know what, it does look nicer in one way. It's like a big and scary looking orc bow. So it's a little, thornier and sharper and kind of black and kind of grisly looking.
Cool. I don't know if that's the right vibe
style.
for me though.
Yeah.
I kind of want the dagger though. Can I take a dagger and stick it? Thieves should have daggers.
Absolutely, you have. It is in your belt.
Yes. Oh, there are arrows. Doi'nk, didn't you say you needed arrows?
I'll take
I don't
arrows.
need any arrows. It did occur to me. Now your main weapon's a polearm, but you're probably a dagger person. As it happens, I'm sitting on a +1 magic dagger that I'm not going to use.
But I found this one myself.
You know what?
Means more. It has more sentimental value.
Transfer the magic.
I see that right, and I'm going to put this dagger away and say, I apologize. That was rude.
Yeah,
that's okay. Thanks.
So we should just write these down because you could sell them if you'd like. Just write them down for now.
20 arrows, dagger, and
a bow, quiver, 20 arrows, 2 swords, and 2 daggers.
2 swords. Got it.
And Boople, you have not yet taken your exploration turn.
No, I'm going to use my dwarven detect construction tricks to see if there's anything hidden in this room.
Very good. Go for it.
I succeed on a 2 and 6, and I rolled a 3. So,
okay. So when it says 2 in 6, we know that to mean a 5 or a 6. We try to roll high for that, and so it doesn't appear that you've found any construction tricks. But keep in mind, you can keep using exploration turns. I just start rolling wandering monsters, right? So you can use your next exploration turn to do that. I will just refresh everybody's knowledge of the room again in case you want to ask any questions about other areas. I said that there was 2 shields on the wall, that there was a table and some chairs, that there was a bucket in one corner, a barrel.
There's a barrel.
Yeah, there is a barrel that is of fine craftsmanship in another corner, and some old kind of crates or boxes that they use to carry stuff, most of which are empty or have a little bit of dried grass or hay in them. And that, I believe, is the contents of this room.
Mr. Von Borplesby,
yes.
What were you hoping to find on the other side of this secret door?
Treasure. I care about almost nothing but treasure. Only treasure has value to me in so many ways.
I mean, I got my barrel, so I'm good.
Wait, it sounds like this conversation is bringing up Boople's deep backstory.
It's incredibly deep. Boople has neither voice nor backstory. He discovered treasure makes him stronger. He wants more treasure.
Very good. Okay. Well, not super creative, Clint, but I'm sure inspiration will hit later.
Jared, I was creative 4 characters ago in this fucking series.
Yes,
can I check for secret doors?
You may. What is your skill at checking for secret doors?
It's
Elf?
2 and 6.
So you want to roll a 5 or 6 on a d6?
And I'm rolling a 4.
I'm afraid
So
you
nice.
find no secret door, my friend. And so, Robin, Softshoes, and Boople, you see the elf kind of, elves search for secret doors in different ways. They're good at sniffing the air or listening for changes in air pressure. And so Doi'nk is kind of moving about, kind of using his sensory organs to find perhaps a secret door, but he fails. And so, Robin or Boople, what would you like to do on your second exploration turn?
I'm going to examine the shields on the wall.
Very good. The shields are heavy duty, for real, really solid and useful shields. They don't have any kind of anything about them that makes you think that they are magical. However, using one, if you have a free hand, you couldn't do it with, say, polearm, will give you a +1, or I'm sorry, it'll take your AC down 1 because we use descending AC.
I already have a shield, so if this is not markedly better, I will simply remove them to examine them.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Now my AC is 5.
Mm-hmm.
Would that go up if I were to say wear the barrel?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Maybe fasten some straps with something.
Okay.
around
Would you like to use your exploration turn to create sort of a barrel armor for yourself?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So I'm going to allow it, and I think, but it's going to have to be on your next exploration turn because you spent this turn looking for secret doors. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Robin Softshoes, you still have an exploration turn this round. What are you thinking of doing?
Well, I'd like to go look at the bucket because I saw how impressed Doi'nk was with the barrel, and maybe that'll extend to buckets as well, and I could present that as like a thing.
That is a great idea. Looking into the southeast corner, you find an old bucket filled with black, stagnant water. Would you like to do anything to the bucket?
Nudge it with my foot a little.
Nudging it with your foot, you find that there is something under it.
Okay. What is it? Can I? I'll look at it more closely.
Would you like to move the bucket aside?
Yes.
You find 2 small pouches that jinkle and jankle when your foot kicks against them.
Now?
And the other thing that you find are 2, I would say, large snake-sized centipedes that come skittering out and wrapping around your ankle, their many-fanged maws glistening with ichor. And it's time for everybody to roll their initiative. Someone on your side can roll a d6, and then these centipedes.
I just rolled a 1.
The centipedes rolled a 3, and so the centipedes are going to go first. The first thing we do is we've rolled initiative. Now we roll.
I don't want to die by centipede.
We're gonna roll our monster morale because
Jared?
monsters have. Yes, sir.
Can I say really quick? Because it affects whether or not Robin Softshoe lives, Robin Softshoe would have a +3 on her initiative. Would that beat the centipedes?
Yes, it would.
How do you know? Where do I see that on here?
Well, we would roll a d6 for your side, but if we had let Robin Softshoes roll initiative, someone else did, right? Nate did, right?
I did. Yeah.
But if we let her roll initiative, she can add her dex modifier, and so
I see.
that would bring her up to, you rolled a 4, or no, yeah, 4, right, Nate?
I rolled a 1.
So that would be, with her +3 would be a 4. Yeah, you guys could go first.
Yes.
Two bright green centipedes with glistening many-toothed maws are wrapping around your leg at Robin Softshoe. What do you want to... You guys can go in any order you want, but you can go first if you'd like, Robin.
Luckily, I just found this really sweet dagger, and I want to get onto it as it stab into it as it tries to wrap itself around me.
Very good. Go ahead and roll an attack against one of the centipedes. You're going to roll a d20. I know I have their THAC0 right here and their AC.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Oh my
I'm gonna just
god.
real quick make you another character.
I should have warned everyone before I started playing
Wait,
that I
guys.
have very bad dice luck.
Oh, I really normally do too, which makes me a great game master because people actually get to win. Robin Softshoes, Clint, you're such a plague dog. You're such a gloom and doom. You're like, I better make a new character. No one's dead yet. Let it play out. Enjoy the dance, as Robin would.
I'm here.
Back when Robin was alive. Okay, so it
I
is
should have
now.
started dancing to shake it off of me.
Yes, well, you also get movement, Robin. You also get movement. Normally that happens before a melee attack, but since I forgot to tell you, would you like to try to move?
Are they wrapped around me right now? Or
At least one of them is like kind of wrapped around you a little bit.
I think a natural reaction to a situation like this would be backing up away from it as far as I can get as quickly as possible.
Okay, and now I would love for Boople and Doi'nk to also declare their movement if they're going to move. I'm sorry, I forgot to take us phase by phase. This is very different from 5e. You go movement, then missile attacks, and then melee attacks. So would you guys like to move at all?
How far are they from me, these?
They are, let's see. It's not a huge room. So let's see. They are within... let me see. They're within 20 feet of you. Okay. One is wrapped around, still wrapped around Robin's leg, and the other one is kind of in the southeast corner of the room.
I'm gonna try to shoot one with an arrow.
Which one?
The one that's
wrapped around Robin's leg.
Wrapped around her leg. Actually, cool. You know what? You know what? Because my aim has been so poor, I'm going to instead try to hit it with. I'm going to move and hit it with a sword.
Oh, okay. So you're going to swing a sword at your friend.
Wait, how long are these? So is it like wrapped around her leg, or is it
they're centipedes, but they're as big as like a large snake, like a rat.
In my head, I was seeing it was like around her ankle, but it still had its body kind of like off. Is that not the case? Is it?
Oh, interesting. No. See, this is how you play old school, Nate. Great question. Yes, there is at least 5 feet of it.
Okay,
I'm going to take not wrapped around Robin's leg.
I'm going to take my sword and I'm going to go take a swing at that 5 feet.
Go for it.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d20 and I roll a 13.
That, my friend Doi'nk, is good enough to hit.
Maybe I'm a sword guy instead.
This is how we find out.
And for damage, I roll a d8. And
that's
for
good.
D8, I roll 6.
You slice the thing in half, and weird pink pus blood explodes from its midsection. And the part that's hanging onto Robin's leg, its big green pulsating eyes go milky, and it stops trying to bite her.
And
yes, sir.
I scream, "Stay away from my barrel!"
Well said. The other one is sort of slithering across the floor, and I'll roll to see. Well, on its turn, it's your turn, Boople.
I will approach to melee range and attack it. Also,
great. Go for it.
I rolled a 5. I get a +1. That's 6. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
Not close enough to hit, and so the other centipede gets to do something. So, well, wait. Let's first roll morale for it, because when one of its number dies, when one of a monstrous party dies, you roll morale, and it fails its morale check. So it skitters past you, and it kind of nestles itself back in some of the junk and the crates in the corner, hiding from the rest of you. If you guys are going to continue to attack, we can keep in this sort of combat mode, or we can just say you're leaving it alone.
Now, let's... I'm now more interested in the pouches.
Very good. Let's see. I think you still had an exploration turn left, Boople. So would you like to look at the pouches, and we'll just stick to our exploration turns?
Sure.
Okay, you look in the pouches, and I'm looking at the wrong book. Oh my gosh, so many books. And in the pouches, you find Forgive me as I need to find this. Okay, here we go. In the pouches, you find that they are heavy with coin. Are you opening them?
I actually am not opening them. I'm going to slice them open from the bottom.
Ha! What a very interesting strategy. 10 gold pieces and 20 silver pieces fall out of each one. And then big, beautiful gems, one in each pouch, fall out of the pouch as well. So 2 big, beautiful gems worth 50 gold pieces each.
Wow.
Then 10 more gold coins. So that's 120 XP, 120 gold so far. And then there are 20 silver pieces, and it's 10 silver to a gold, right? So that's 4 more. So 124 XP, 124 gold, everybody.
All right.
And they glisten brightly and beautifully. Well worth a almost centipede bite.
Robin looks over at Doi'nk. You saved me.
I saved my barrel.
And, yeah, you're like, you saved me, and he's like putting straps on a barrel to put it over himself.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Doi'nk, do you have anything you could use as barrel suspenders?
Let's see. Is there anything? What was around the room again? Oh wait, you know what? I don't know if this would work, but there were shields in the room. You said, right?
There were.
Could the straps on the shields be converted to barrel straps?
They absolutely could. I think that I want a little bit of a crafting roll from you. So could you please tell me what your wisdom is?
My wisdom is 8.
Okay. I'm going to roll it so you don't know whether you've done a good job or not.
Okay.
We'll tell him.
Okay, so you cut using your sword 2 of the nice leather straps off of one of the shields, and you place them over the barrel, and it works perfectly. And I am going to say that you've managed to kind of wedge the straps into the barrels and tie them off on a knot so that they work as little suspenders. And I'm going to give you a -1 to your AC with this barrel on.
Wait, my armor class goes
one
down.
better or one worse?
1 down is good, guys. We're going descending AC. You want to have as low AC as you can. So what does that make your AC?
That'll make it a 4.
That's good. That's a good AC for a first level character.
Great.
Okay. That's your exploration turn, Doi'nk. Boople's taking 1. Robin, Softshoes?
I feel like I'm just like taking a breath. After all of this, so just like standing as far away from where I saw the centipede go. And I go, is there anything else in here we need to do? Or is that it?
I don't know. It's up to you.
He's rolling for a random encounter.
I think I'm done.
I will say that's a good day of thieving. You found 2 big, beautiful gems. That's not an everyday kind of thing. Great job.
You're right.
Okay.
All right. This is a dead end room. Let's move on. And now maybe we start hacking at the lock.
I mean, you got your gems. I got my barrel. Do we just call it a night?
We go home.
I tend not to go home until I've been injured. So
okay. I mean, I got my barrel on me, so I'm feeling good. So I'm down to party.
Yeah, you guys are at full HP. Like, why not try to get more gold?
That's what I'm saying.
Before we leave the room, one more question.
Yeah.
Can I make that bucket a helmet?
When I'm not
stagnant water.
Okay, yeah, you do. Do you want to? Are you just throwing it on your head now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna dump it out first.
Very good. You dump out the disgusting brackish water. You are now wearing a bucket helmet and a barrel armor, and the bucket grants you no extra AC. It is a bucket.
Okay, then off it goes.
I like that you can go, is this more AC? Okay. So are you exiting this room?
If there's no other egress, we should go the way we came, I guess.
Okay, I just want to remind everybody a couple things about how this particular type of game works. Sometimes when there's a trap, I roll on like a 2 and 6 or a 3 and 6 chance, and it doesn't go off the first time. So it's completely okay to search multiple times, although it does get a little bit monotonous, right? So maybe not so much that, people are like, fuck this stream and turn it off. The same goes for searching for secret doors, listening for noises, all the little skills on your sheet. Sometimes you might want to use an exploration turn to try something again. I'm not trying to be too leading, but this is the first time for a lot of us playing this style. So I think I should give you that tip.
Would something like, so I have a hear noise skill. I don't have like a find hidden door skill, but I do have hear noise. Could I like listen to see if it sounds, does it sound like there's a door somewhere in this room? Weird. I don't even know, how does that work?
Robin Softshoes, it does work. I think that is possible. If there is a sound, as your impartial referee, I will let you know if you succeed in your listen roll. So would you like to listen? What is your chance of getting it?
So this says 5, 6.
Right, so you're going to roll a d6 and try to get a 5 or a 6, and if you get one, you will hear noises if there is one to hear.
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh, girl. So Robin Softshoes and the rest of you are about to exit back into the Orc Chieftain's quarters when Robin, you hear something through the wall on the west side of the room, and you hear the kind of like squealing and grunting of an orc. Maybe you're not familiar with that, but your friends would be. You hear like a squealing and grunting of like a large swine on the other side of the wall.
Hey, wait. It sounds like there's pigs on the other side of that wall.
I knew no one would leave a barrel this good
pigs.
in just a random room. Can I want to search. I want to search for a secret door again now that I have this new info.
You may do so.
Okay. And now I'm narrowing my search. Can I get a bonus because now I'm narrowing my search?
That is a very good question. Man, Nate, you get how this is played. You may now find it on a 4, 5, or 6.
Okay. 4, 5, or 6. And I'm rolling my 6 and I roll a 3.
Okay, not enough. Boople von Borplesby, your exploration turn. Okay, great. You can get it on a 3, 4, 5, or 6.
6.
Okay, so you find it's like covered in like some cobwebs and maybe like it's like very flush with the wall. It's not as obvious as the one that was behind the tapestries in the last Orc Chieftain's room, but there's another one of the same kind of secret doors here on the western wall. Luckily, Robin Softshoes heard what is presumably an orc on the other side, although you don't hear anything now. Presumably that creature has moved away. So I ask you, do you want to try finding the catch to get this open?
Yeah. Let's look for traps again.
Good idea.
That's me. Okay. And I'll go over and I'll give a little look. And remind myself it's 10%.
Wow. But it gets better every level that Robin goes up.
Yeah.
So Robin just needs to get a lot of coin and then it'll get better and better and better.
Well, that's a 41. So.
Okay. Robin, what do you tell them? You've done a thorough search, Robin.
It's not trapped.
Great. I'm not worried then. Let's open this door.
I'm not going to make people roll on a d6 until they both get 1s. I just thought we would try it to see if it was fun last time, and it really wasn't.
What a weird mechanic.
Yes, it's so strange, but then again, Dungeons & Dragons was 6 years old, so they thought that maybe that would be something people would want to do. I don't know. Eventually, it slides kind of open, and you are looking into a long hallway. This hallway is, let me see how long it is. Footage is important in this style of Dungeons & Dragons sometimes. This hallway, here we go, is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. It's about 80 feet long. It ends at a turn to the left But a little earlier, about 60 feet up, there is a passage that slopes up to the right.
I will take the lead and move towards that passage.
Very
I'll
good.
follow.
Very good.
Let them all go in front of me and I follow. Can I like
Okay.
slide the door back into place behind us so that no one knows we went through?
Smart. Yes, you can, and you do.
Great.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, very good. So you come along, and traveling along this hallway, you come to the place where there is a kind of a sloping passage to the right. Up ahead of you, there's a passage that slopes down to the left. But this is 60 feet in. There's a passage that slopes up to the right, and there is a wooden door here. Not a secret door, just a plain-ass old wooden door.
Poke it a few times with my pole, and then send Robin up.
I'm gonna. Well, I want to do a. I want to roll to hear noises
Great idea.
behind this door.
Go ahead. Do that.
Okay, so I roll 5.
Very good. Doink. Doink. There is a creature behind this door. You can hear the soft grunting of an orc behind this door.
Guys, I can hear a soft grunting of an orc behind this door.
A treasure orc. If he's hiding back here, he's got something to hide.
Let's see if he heard our friend Boople knocking with a 10-foot pole against the door. And now, Robin Softshoes, you have a exploration turn coming to you in a second, but let's just see if this guy heard. He didn't.
Boy, this is it. The hallway dead ends into this, or there's that slope?
So it goes up a little bit, and then there's a wooden door.
Okay. I will move silently up to the door and see if I can look in the keyhole to see what the orc looks like, or
Very-
how close it is to the door. We can make a plan.
I will even allow you on to move silently. There is no keyhole, but I
Okay.
will allow you on to move silently to kind of crack it and look through. Is that fair?
Yes, that seems more
Okay.
than fair.
Okay.
And of course,
What is your
I
mo-
think it's 20%. I, of course, think I'm being very successful at this. I think.
You know what? Get this. Go ahead and give yourself another 20%. And here's why. You named your character Softshoes.
That's right.
And you had your good friend Doi'nk, who saved your life from a centipede earlier, tell you there's definitely someone there. So you know you're being extra special quiet. So, yeah, I know. I'm a pretty generous guy. 40%.
Woohoo. And do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll for that?
Oh, what a great idea. I'll roll for that.
I just read in the book that you might do the
Yeah, you're
Roll.
right. I'm supposed
Just
to
like-
do that.
thieves always think that they've done it well, but even if they haven't. But
Okay. So, you are certain that the creature, and it is an orc on the other side, hasn't seen you. You see, a big green-faced swine with like weird gnarled tusks. He looks very alert, and he's staring directly at the door that you have just opened. It doesn't appear to you that he has seen you.
okay, I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna go, hey, he's big. He looks angry, and he's looking right at the door. So if we open this thing, he's gonna know.
And then all of a sudden, from the other side of the door, you hear him screaming in Orcish. Does anybody speak Orcish?
Yes.
You do?
Oh no, I take it back. Gnomish Goblin Kobold.
Well, whatever he's screaming very loud. And suddenly, from that farther passage that leads down to the left, you hear the noises of more orcs responding to his shouting.
Doi'nk, you speak Orcish.
Do I?
Do you?
I was looking for it on my abilities, and I'm not seeing it.
See where it says languages?
No.
Uh,
Oh, there we go.
Or-
Languages. Yes, I do speak Orcish.
Oh, good. So what it sounds like to everybody is he's going like, but what he's actually saying is intruders. They're attacking the chieftain's sanctum.
Does that imply? Does that mean he's the chieftain? Chieftain?
no, we killed the chieftain last time.
All assumptions, all interesting assumptions.
Okay, wait. Oh, so the chieftain's sanctum. So can you explain to me how this hallway? So they're coming from the other hallway, the one we didn't go down.
Yes, and
How
you
does
are
this work?
looking. You're like kind of like looking up a slope to a wooden door, and beyond that, there was someone like kind of standing there. To you, Robin Softshoes didn't look like a chieftain. Looked like someone who was watching that door.
Like a guard, kinda.
Yeah, and that guy is now shouting, "Intruders, intruders! They're attacking the chieftain's sanctum." And then from that lower passage, you can hear
So here's what I'm going to say.
orcs.
I'm guessing they're going to the chieftain's sanctum, which is not where we are right now. So should we get in the room with that one orc, close the door so the other ones can't find us, and just try to kill that one in the room?
You have to decide now. I think Robin Softshoes having the best dexterity should roll initiative.
That's with the D6.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I rolled a 4. I have a +3, so that would be 7.
Yes, so you guys are going first. So let's go in combat order. Declare spells and retreats. If you guys wanted to retreat back the way you came, this would be the time to do it because a battle is about to occur. Okay.
I want to go. I want to go into the room.
Okay. Now it is time for movement, and so Doi'nk runs into the room, and Doi'nk, you can see that the orc on the other side is like has pulled his weapon, and is kind of heading for you, kind of heading in your direction. But he doesn't get to move or do anything yet. You get to act first. So that's your movement. That's your movement. We'll come to your attacks in a moment. Boople, would you like to move?
Well, if the door's just been thrown open, I'm just going to shoot that orc with my crossbow.
Okay. When it comes to
it's still movement turn. I apologize.
Would you like to move anywhere?
No.
Very good. And finally, Robin Softshoes, would you like to move anywhere?
Well, Doi'nk is the one who saved my life the first time, so I'm going to run after him.
Very good. And are you guys both moving within melee distance of this orc, or are you moving to?
I am. I have the new realization that I'm a sword guy now with the confidence of a barrel on me. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty unstoppable.
Very good. And Robin Softshoes, are you going to use ranged attacks against our orc fiend, or are you going to attack him melee style?
Here's the question. Me, I know that I should be using my bow. Is Robin thinking that in this moment is
Right.
the question.
Does your character know how many hit points they have? That's the question we all
She has no
ask.
idea. She has no idea. She's so squishy. I think I will run in, but if I can, try and keep some distance to be able to use my bow, because it didn't go so well with dagger last time. I don't think I'd automatically go to that. So I think I'll try to keep some distance if I can.
Very good. So once you go in, the orc is only about 10 feet away. So that is what we call close range, meaning that you will get a +1 on your attack when you go to fire your bow. That's added to the +3 you already get for having a high dexterity. So when you roll to attack, make sure you roll a +4. And guys, it is time for missile attacks. Mr. Boople von Borplesby, you have 2 of your companions in front of you. You're firing up a slope. I just think it's a difficult angle. So if you are making a missile attack, I would like you to make it at -1, sir.
Okay, -1. What's my distance from the target?
Your distance from the target, we're going to call your distance, since you decided to stay back in the hallway. We're going to call your distance about 30 feet.
All right, here we go. 14 -1 +1 for range, so 14.
That is a really, really cool attack. Let me see how you do here. His AC is that. You rolled a 14.
Yep.
Not enough. Your arrow does not hit home. It sort of kind of doesn't quite get the altitude it needs, and it kind of clatters against a wall. And now, would Robin Softshoes like to make a missile attack?
Yes, I will at him. So I roll a d20 and I will add 4 to this roll.
That's correct.
17 plus 4, 21.
21 is a hit. It is a hit, and you may do your damage.
Okay. 1d6 plus 3. That would be 4 damage.
4 damage.
Nice.
This orc is horribly hurt by Robin's arrow.
I'm like shocked a little of what I've done.
The shaft is sticking out of its like chainmail, and it's like, and now it is Doi'nk's turn, because if we can now move from missile attacks, if everybody's made the missile attack, to melee attacks.
Okay, a sword guy, am now slicing him with my sword.
Okay.
I roll a...
And you failed on your crafting roll earlier. I didn't tell you. So as you come up and swing the sword, your barrel falls off, tripping you. Take a -2 on the attack.
Okay, so that's a 5.
A 5 altogether?
Yes.
You miss with the
And I
swinging of
say,
your sword.
careful, everyone. This is some sort of magic orc with spells that can dismantle a barrel mid-fight. Because I worked hard on that barrel.
I know, but you failed at your crafting roll, my friend, and I waited until, like a good, evil, old-school dungeon master, I waited until you showed a lot of physical activity to reveal that to you. Okay.
Barrels only protect against waterfalls. Everyone knows that.
Okay, so our friend the orc, is going to immediately attack Boople. He is not going to
30 feet
move.
away
He's
from him with 2 people in front of me, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Doi'nk. He has a spear, and he's going to attack Doi'nk. Because Doink's in melee with him, and he attacks.
This orc went to attack Boople, but then changed his mind last second. So I'm going to say he's -2 on that roll. Just for that last second.
For changing targets.
Change of target.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not, Doi'nk. But also, he only rolled a 6, and so he cannot hit your AC of. It's back to 5. I'm afraid. His spear whiffs past your head. He doesn't move, and it's back to your turn, everybody. So would anybody like to move?
The barrel worked.
I will move into the room, into melee range.
Oh, okay, great. Boople's up there right beside our friend Doi'nk, and Robin is back at the door with her bow and arrow right now. Is that all the movement? Yeah. Missile attack.
I want to stay within.
For my movement, I'd like to step out of my barrel that is currently around my ankles.
Yes, good to mention that. Okay. I promise I won't trip you with it anymore. It was just that one moment. And now we can do missile attacks. Anybody?
Yeah, I will. I'll shoot another arrow.
Okay.
Do I have to do missile or melee, or can I do both?
I usually say either or.
Okay, I'll stick with melee.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I rolled a 17 again, so that's another 21.
Yeah, that's a huge hit.
Wow.
Another shaft plunges into the orc's chainmail, and you may roll your damage again.
Ooh, 3 that time. So 3 and 3 is 6 damage.
The orc dies horribly.
Feeling like yes, no, God.
Horribly traumatizing Robin, who really just wanted to be a dancer. Turns
out to be a born killer, but wanted to be a dancer.
Why am I so good at this?
So that effectively ends our round because there are no melee targets at present. But yeah, there still aren't. Although back down the passage, you can still hear the sounds of shouting orcs. And in fact, I would like you to know that you can now hear the sounds of shouting orcs or a shouting orc from up ahead and to the right. As the orc that you felled with your arrows, Robin, falls and kind of rolls down the slope toward you a little bit, you see that there were many barrels and other kind of full crates of goods behind it, and then a little passage going to the right where you're hearing another orc making sounds.
I'm going to run back to the door that we came through and remove a hammer and spikes from my pack, and I'm going to spike that door closed. So no one.
Oh, damn. Really, really kind of cool. I'll let you do that on a combat turn, okay? So you'll move and you'll do that. And let's stay in combat, though, the rest of us. So would anybody else like to move?
Can I see these incoming orcs, the ones that are up to the right?
Up to the right, you cannot see them at present.
Okay, well, I got to move into the barrel room.
Okay, naturally, of course. So you're moving up there, and when you get up there, you can kind of look down into that other, down that passage that I described where you hear the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, you look at the barrels, and they look like they have all kinds of good stuff in them.
Who cares what's in them, Jared? How are the barrels?
Well, they're gorgeous, beautiful. In fact, exactly the same as the one that you somewhat misguidedly tried to use as armor. But this one is full of wine with like a tap sticking out of it. And you are kind of perhaps enchanted with the workmanship of this barrel when you do in fact see that coming out of a chamber and that passage at the top of the slope is a huge orc. An orc that is, let's see how tall it is. I'll roll to see how tall it is. This orc is like 10 feet tall. He's wearing plate mail.
Oh, no.
And carries a shield and a big hand axe. He's gonna go after you guys because your combat turn has already started. So he's gonna go directly after you guys, and I think the only person left to do something is Robin Softshoes. Sorry, we're moving. I apologize.
Yeah.
Would you like to move, Robin?
Well, if we didn't see any new orcs in the room yet, I was thinking I might run up to the dead orc and see if I could pull my arrows out of him.
That's
if they
a good
didn't
idea.
break when he fell.
Yeah, I'll let you do that on just a movement action. So Robin runs up and yanks. Oh, Robin, if you had a weak stomach or you had a little bit of problem with death, yanking arrows out of someone is just unpleasant.
I'd throw up a little.
Yeah, there are like squishing sounds that are really, really. But I'm going to also count this as searching him.
Ooh, okay.
And you find. Wait, I rolled that wrong. You find 6 silver on him, and you find. Oh dear me! Wait, I can tell you in a second. You also find. Oh, here we go. 6 silver and 1 gold on him.
Yeah.
In addition to a spear and some chainmail. Now, that is Robin's movement. Now we can do missile attacks. And I won't penalize you, my friend Doi'nk, if you want to missile attack this plate-mailed, 10-foot-tall orc juggernaut who's coming toward you with a big hand axe. You can switch weapons really quickly in this game.
Okay, so
but you can also say, I'll wait for him to come to me and smash him with my sword.
What else was in the room? You said there's the wine barrels, there's crates.
Yeah, the wine barrel, the crates. Let me see. Wine barrel.
Where are they in relation to the door he's coming?
There's a lot of boxes and sacks, like extra supplies for the tribe, but they look like it's food that you wouldn't eat. It's like really gross. It's like, dead rats that they've coated in slime and stuff like that maybe they find really delicious. Mm-hmm. And that's it. The wine looks like it's probably valuable. And then you turn and you see that there's a passage that goes back. Let's see exactly how far it goes back here. Oh, you turn and you see the passage goes back about 40, 50 feet, and there's a room there, and coming out of that room is a 10-foot tall orc with a hand axe, a shield, and plate mail on.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And he's doing this. He's doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll ready my bow.
Okay, very good. Your bow is readied, and do you want to fire on the missile attack phase?
I'd love to fire.
Do so.
Okay.
Give us a lucky shot.
So I am going to roll.
He hasn't hit once, everybody. He hasn't hit once.
Come on.
I just rolled a 12, and is he within 50 feet of me?
He is within 50 feet of you.
So that's a 13. It's a 13, but also I want to say that I'm using my weird arrow. Never. I'm not going to use my weird arrow.
Okay. Well, either way, I was gonna give you a worse roll for the weird arrow.
That's why I didn't use it.
You don't hit. You don't hit. His AC is better than 7, so you do not hit. According to our THAC0 chart, and I'm going to rule that your arrow flies through the air and clangs uselessly against his armor. And now Boople or Softshoes could make ranged attacks, except that they cannot see this creature. They are farther down the slope, and he is not within view. Yes, Robin.
This is probably a thing that would fall under my movement, but my ability to climb sheer surfaces, that probably needs to happen on my movement phase.
Probably, yeah. That sounds right. So unfortunately, our good friend Doi'nk is currently alone against this creature. And it is the creature's turn. I'm not going to bother with a morale phase for him. He seems to be doing just great. He is going to use a ranged attack. He takes his hand axe and he pulls it back, and he Last of the Mohicans, Daniel Day-Lewis is it toward you, Doi'nk. It's spinning through the air, tomahawk style toward you. And here he goes. He's going to roll his attack. Let's see, his THAC0 is... Okay.
It's like a Brooklyn weeknight out at one of those axe throwing places.
And your AC is currently 5, right, Doi'nk?
Yeah, because my barrel fell off.
He rolled horribly. The axe shatters into the barrel, and wine starts to spurt out of it. Yes, wine starts to spurt out of the barrel. And let's see. Does he have anything else he can use as a weapon? Oh yeah, okay, of course. So he is now kind of like trying to draw his sword. So that he can like attack melee style, but that is his entire action. He kind of stayed back and tried to kill you with a ranged attack, using a little bit of strategery, but he failed. Wine is pouring out. It's soaking Doi'nk's boots, and now we come back to your side, and let's begin with any movement, guys.
Is he come into the room, or he's still down the hall throwing his
He's
axe?
still kind of down the hall from Doi'nk. You have to go to the top of the slope, and you can look to the right, and you can see him.
Is there, looking out at this and hearing and seeing the axe, is there a way I could like move to where I could see him, but also hide myself behind some barrels so that he forgets maybe I'm there?
Hey, that is super roguish, and I will allow it. So you can run up with your movement and kind of ensconce yourself behind these barrels I've described. Is that what you'd like to do?
I would love to do that, yes.
Take your AC down by, actually, let's take it down by 2. That gives you an AC of 2 currently, I think, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
While you're behind this cover. And then it is anybody else's turn to move. Would Doi'nk or Boople like to move?
Well, I'm at the door, right? So
you're back at the door at the bottom of the slope. Oh, and by the way, you now hear pounding on it. Roars and squeals.
Can I... No, I'll let Boople finish.
Boople, would you like to move?
No, on my turn, I'm spiking this door, remember?
Okay, that happened.
Oh,
that happened. Yeah.
Then I move back up into the room with my friends to engage this murder machine you've thrown at us.
I didn't throw it at you. Gary Gygax did. Okay, so Boople, you have moved. Are you trying to move into as close as you can to melee range?
If I can get close enough to attack, I will. Yeah.
You are not close enough, unfortunately, because let me see. You normally have 30 feet of movement unless you do a double turn, then you get 60 feet. And in this particular case, the distance to go from where you were, which was, let's see, bottom of the slope here, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'd only be able to move up to where you're kind of like even with him and you can see down the hall to him. You wouldn't be able to move all the way to him.
As close as I can get. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now, would Doi'nk like to move?
I'd like to also try and seek cover in this.
Ooh, what a very smart idea.
I stole it from Robin Softshoes.
Yeah.
He gets the credit.
Of course, I said that there were many boxes and barrels, so there is enough for Doi'nk to also kind of climb behind them and hide as this thing comes, smash, clang, like kind of coming down the hallway. So that is your movement, and Robin and Boople. So now it is missile attack time.
Okay, I'm going to shoot him with an arrow.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, and that's a 14.
A 14. Let's see. 14. No, I'm afraid not.
With maybe a little bonus because I'm surrounded by barrels and just how good that makes me feel.
Well, that's helping your AC. So your AC has gone down by 2. I think it's normally 5. Yours is currently 3. If anybody tries to, missile attack you. So your arrow again hits his plate mail and nothing happens. And now it is anybody else who'd like to make a missile attack.
I would like to make a missile attack. What I'm hoping as this orc is engaged with where it has thrown its axe, it doesn't even know I'm here. I whip myself around, shoot an arrow at an unaware opponent for hopefully some backstab bonuses.
I am going to allow it because you described yourself as being really sneaky and tricksy in the way that you hid behind those barrels. So I'm going to allow it. This will be your one backstab attack. Go for it.
Okay. How does
against this guy, because he'll be aware of you after this.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. So you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's so sad.
That's like a 8, I think, total with the other bonuses.
When players roll a 1, I describe in detail what happens, and so so silently, Robin Softshoe softly pulls back her bow, which breaks on her, and not only that, the arrow still kind of goes. Funk, 3 feet ahead of her, and the orc is immediately aware of her.
My bow!
Okay, would you like to make a missile attack, Boople?
I can't. I have not had time to reload my crossbow, and it has the reload feature, so it takes a whole turn. Great,
so you don't have melee range, and so now it is the creature's turn. You are the brave Boople von Borplesby. Our only player character to reach level 2 is all that stands between Doi'nk and Robin Softshoe and this plate-mailed orc. The plate-mailed orc charges. He is brandishing his sword, and
sword and shield up. All right.
He's got a sword and a shield.
He's feeling pretty bad about himself after he whiffed his last axe throw.
Yeah,
he probably
his morale is probably low.
He probably is. However, not that low. What is your AC, Boople?
My AC is 3, but I have a shield, so it's 2.
Oh, very good. Then in that case, if it's 2, he still hits you.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, but he still hits you, my friend. Let's see what his sword does to you. His sword does a 1d8 damage. Goodbye to you.
Oh no.
Goodbye to. Well, we don't know yet. Here we go. I'll roll.
Come on.
I will remember you. Here we go. 1 damage.
That's the stuff. Thank you.
You're so strong.
I'm going to rule Boople that he brought his sword down so hard on your shield that it shook your fillings, and that's the 1 damage he just did to you.
My dental work.
Yes. Now I make a check for the orcs that are trying to break into the door with your spiked door. Okay. You can hear them pounding ferociously and screaming at the bottom of the slope. This is exciting, you guys. Okay. And now it's your turn again. Would anybody like to move someplace?
We're essentially trapped in here. There's like the door we've spiked closed, and then the hallway that this axe orc is coming down. There's no way out. That's it.
This, I hate to say it, but you have correctly surmised the situation. That's correct.
Yeah. The only way out is through. We have to kill this guy and go.
My bow is broken.
Your bow is broken, but if you would like to use a move action to restring it, I'll allow it.
I will be doing that. Thank you very much.
Okay. Would anybody else like to do something on the move turn?
I would like to know what kind of footwear this orc is wearing.
Oh, what a great question. Everything is important in old school Dungeons and Dragons. He is not said to, according to his description, to be wearing any kind of significantly different footwear. You can assume sort of like soft leather boots of a primitive kind of craftsmanship. I will say, though, in looking over his apparel, you notice that he has a belt that gleams with gold and silver. A beautiful buckle with like a kind of a embossed kind of like screaming orc head on it.
So he's not wearing particularly good footwear, though.
That's right.
And
I mean, not by your
after
standards.
he threw his axe, wine liquid has spilled out into this room.
Mm-hmm.
And he's running in here at a pretty heavy speed, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think he should slip in that wine.
Wow. Now, is that
We all
something that
think
the
it.
player has control over? Really? No?
You said what the pieces in the scene are, and I'm just telling you what would happen in such a scenario.
Well argued. I mean, I think we've all been there. We're walking through a cave with an earthen floor. A barrel of wine explodes, and suddenly, whoa! Am I on the ice escapades?
Wait, earthen floor. Okay, I suppose that you said earthen floor. I was thinking bricks. Earthen means that's mud now, Jared. That's mud, even slipperier than brick would be.
Well, as much as I love to say yes to players every single time I can, this is one of the times when I have to say, you control your character, not the world. So I will take your argument into account, but now I would like to know what move actions are coming from Boople and from Doi'nk.
No move action for me. Just more of a movement towards you that I think this orc should slip.
Right. Okay. You're making moves, but not physical ones.
You also said he's wearing plate armor. He's particularly top heavy.
Okay. And Boople, will you have any movement? You are currently in melee with this creature. Okay.
I'm going to stay in melee. I'm going to attempt to kind of spin our combat so that he has to have someone at his back, right? So I will attempt to flank him. If he wants to be facing me, he's going to have to keep my friends at his back.
Oh, okay. Great. I think that I'll just allow that because that seems fairly simple for you to do. You could kind of get, so that's going to he's kind of split focus. Okay, that's everybody's movement. Could I have missile attacks?
Yeah, I'll try this again.
Great.
Now, I know you said I only get it once, but his back's to me as I'm shooting this arrow.
Ooh, very interesting.
And he's,
that feels pretty unaware as far as I'm concerned. But last time I argued this, I critically failed. So
yeah, you did kind of reveal yourself in that moment. But I think that I'm going to allow it because I'm a really, really nice referee, and also your friend Boople has specifically worked a maneuver to help you. So that should count for something.
So that's good. So I rolled a 14, so that's a +3 with my longbow. And if we're getting unaware opponent, that's a +4 to hit. So that would be a 21 to hit again.
That is a hit.
And I get to double any damage I deal.
Come on.
Here
Big
we
numbers.
go.
Come on, you stupid D6. So it's a 2 plus 3 is 5, doubled is 10.
Okay, 10 damage. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's huge.
Let's see. Okay. Robin's arrow, like you see it come through the front of his plate mail, Boople. And he looks down at it, and then he looks up at you like he's not dead yet. What a scary swine he is. And now, are there any other missile attacks?
Missile attack here.
Yep.
Is his back towards me if he's focused on Boople?
Yes, but you are not a thief, and so you do not get an advantage for that.
Okay.
You are an elf.
And I have nothing that would do something. All right.
Just hitting him is something. Just do the damage.
I'm unaffected by the paralysis of ghouls.
Great. We'll see if we run into any of those.
Okay, I'm going to just shoot an arrow at him.
Great.
And here we go. D20. 18.
Ooh.
Oh, and plus a +1 bonus because he was within 50 feet of me. So it's
Doi'nk.
19.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Come on.
I am an arrow guy.
Doi'nk, roll your damage, buddy.
Okay, damage. That's a D6. So let's roll D6.
The tide is turning, Foo Dog. I'm excited.
That's a 3.
A 3, but it's not turning that much yet. So he is still standing somehow. Suddenly another arrow pops out of his plate mail, and he looks down at that one and goes, slightly less foreboding that time, slightly less intimidating. Now we move to melee attacks. Boople?
I'm going to do it. Here we go. 15 plus 1 is 16.
16. Is there anything else that could give you a +1?
Fucking fuck. No.
What if I have let out a really inspiring battle cry when my arrow struck through him and it inspires Boople?
We both felt you got this, dude.
I'm sorry, Robin Softshoes. Well argued, but no. And now it is the orc's turn. He's bleeding. He's weak. He's on his last legs. And he makes
slipping in wine.
a morale check.
Okay.
He'll just choose to die if his morale is low enough.
He makes a morale check. He has a high morale, guys.
But things are going poorly for him.
He makes his morale check.
How?
He raises his sword and he swings it at Boople von Borplesby. So angry. He will take you down with him.
Goddamn 16.
He rolled a 3. I guess he's hurting more than he thought. He's like, he can't quite hit you. Now I'm going to check for the orcs that are trying to get in the door.
We have to get out of here.
Not yet, but the door sounds like it's giving. And now it is your turn. Movement. Anybody?
No.
Can I get any sort of bonus if I mean, we're in a pretty close quarters. His back is to me. Can I run right up to him and just stab him in the back with my sword?
If you do that, I'll tell you what. Since Boople went on to all the trouble to flank him, I will give you a +1. You won't get the extra damage that our thief does, but I'll give you a +1.
Okay, so I'm gonna
run up to his back.
Run up to his back as he's slipping into this wine mud.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it's a vintage mud.
Roll a
this is a
9.
10-foot tall orc. His back is don't roll yet. That was just your movement, baby.
Oh,
that's
okay.
just your damn movement. So that 9 don't count. Shh, put it away. Okay. Now it is. Nobody else wants to move.
At this point, watching Doi'nk run up to get at his back, do I feel like that will get in the way of me being able to take another shot, like watching that happening? Will I need to reposition myself based on kind of that going on?
No, this guy's 10 fucking feet tall, so I think
Well,
good
there's
old
plenty of
Robin
target.
Softshoes has plenty of target. Yeah, absolutely.
How close am I currently to the door? Feeling like the door is gonna break, would I go, ooh, maybe I should give myself a little more distance away from the door?
Let's see.
Worth looking into.
It's a great question. Right now, I would say that you're like around a corner from the door a little bit because you went back down into all those barrels and stuff. So you're about 30 feet from the door. And you could only get 40 feet away. But if you'd like, you can move up along back behind those barrels to where Doi'nk just was and be 40 feet away from the door.
I will do that, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, great. You do it. And now it is missile attack time, everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
you,
will.
Robin.
I gotta. Okay, so. Yeah, that's really good. So I rolled a 17, so that's 20, unless we're counting this as backstab, in which case it's a 24.
I'm not going to give you another backstab.
Yeah,
he now knows he's
not.
surrounded.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, so that's a 20.
That is a hit. That is a hit.
I've never rolled so many 17s in a row. Now that I've said something, it's jinxed. Okay. So that's 5 damage.
A third arrow pops through the front of his armor, whizzing past Doi'nk's head, and this time he goes. And he dies.
You see that? He slipped in the wine.
Clinton Trucks, you are muted. Okay.
I never even hit him. That's
He's dead. Let's see what's happening at the bottom of that door.
No.
They're still not in. So let's.
I want that belt.
Let's stick to our turn order. There are no more melee targets, so that phase whiffs. It goes away, and now people can move. Where would you like to go?
Search the body.
Searching the body.
Now, can I, while Boople searches the body, can I push some of those crates in front of the door to give it some more reinforcement?
Oh, what a very interesting idea. Yes, you may. And so you push crates, and the barrel is quickly losing wine. Do you want to push that as well?
Sure.
Okay. It rolls easily down the slope and kind of smashes up against the door, and then you push some crates down there as well. The only thing that's left sitting on the ground there is the hand axe that he threw at you. So that is your turn, my friend, because there's no targets right now, my friend.
Can I take the hand axe? What's its strength?
It is the second you lift it up, you see that it is so light, and it makes kind of like a when you kind of like move it around, and it has like these beautiful feathers of some bird of paradise hanging off the top of it. You have a +1 hand axe in your hand.
Sweet.
And now, Boople, you said that you were going to search his body. Is that right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so on your movement turn, you go over to his body, and you find that he has a sword. He has plate mail, much damaged. His belt is made of silver with a gold buckle. This is worth 160 gold pieces. And his sword has a beautiful gem worth 100 gold pieces set into its pommel. He also has a purse hanging off the side of his belt.
I'll take the purse and the sword.
Okay, you do so, and you take the purse and the sword, and the purse has a lot of stuff in it, but you're not looking right now, right?
Nope.
Okay, and suddenly, it's Robin's turn to move. Do you want to move somewhere, Robin?
I'm in the barrels. Do a quick glance around to see if there's anything. Do they look like they have like valuable goods in them, or is there another one that might have some wine?
The wine is kind of gone now. It's kind of spraying everywhere. You're a little bit soaked in it, and so is Doi'nk. And the rest of them have, like I said, like the pickled
the
rats,
gross food and stuff like that.
Yeah, like
Now
bats.
I'll just run over to where Boople is. If I can.
Okay, great. You do that. So then it would be missile attack phase. There's nothing to shoot at. Then it would be melee attack phase. There's nothing to melee with. But that is when suddenly a female orc comes out of the room that the plate mail orc came out of, screaming. She has like braided like locks of hair and like huge red tusks, and she sees what you've done to
Do you
her
think the one
friend.
we killed was the chieftain? Because his axe had like cool feathers on it.
If this guy was the
and-
chieftain, he was very freshly the chieftain.
Let's see what this orc does. Let's see what this orc does when it sees what you've done. This dang orc. I'll tell you what this dang orc is doing, man. This
Slipping in
orc.
wine.
Oh man, it's not slipping in wine.
I hope she's just
Mud.
crying.
Wine mud.
Yes, there is wine mud. Oh, so this orc, it looks like she would have been filled with anger to attack you, but just failed her actually decent morale score and just falls to the side of her 10-foot tall friend and is orc crying.
What caused her to fall when she got in that room?
She fell. Yeah, it was the wine mud, okay, but it was also her. It was also her big feelings. She's going and crying, and now you can see that they are chopping away the door beneath, but all the crates and things are kind of still in their way. So that is her turn. Where are you guys going to go?
Oh gosh, I'm torn. I kind of, while she's in grief, I kind of want to try to pick her pocket, but also I don't have a really good chance of doing that. We should probably, if we don't want to die, like just go.
If she's not armed or armored, you could just. Right, those pockets could become
She's
very.
pretty
She is-
distracted.
She's armored, guys. She's
Okay.
not. She could
great.
have easily attacked you and started trying.
Then
to
I'm gonna.
fuck you up.
We should.
Should we run down the
We should
hall?
go. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we should run away
Okay,
let's-
down this hall.
you run down the hall that the big plate mail orc came out of. You run about 40 feet down, and you come into a small 20 by 20 foot room with no other entrances or exits. In this room, there is it's well furnished. There's a small chest of drawers, and there's a copper bowl, and on a small table near a bed, and that is what you see inside of here. Trapped again,
Yeah,
lady and gentlemen.
and there's no other option to get out. Like, this is it.
Unless there's
Okay.
secret doors.
Can I
Let's
look
look for
under the
secret doors.
bed? Yeah, to see if there's like a trap door under there.
Great idea. You look under the bed with your movement action, and there is no trap door, just dirt and cobwebs.
Makes sense.
Move the chest of drawers, looking for secret doors.
Moving the chest of drawers, you do that
Not
easily.
going over too, just so they also open. We can see if there's anything in them.
You're knocking it over to see if there's anything in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You knock it over, and you see that there is a rope holding the drawer shut. A rope holding the drawer shut that sparkles slightly.
Let's get that rope.
Is it-
Unspooling the rope, you realize that you have some kind of magical rope, because as you unspool it, it kind of like beautifully spirals, and what you have is a rope of climbing.
Ooh,
Can
I
it
don't
get
know.
us
Doesn't
out
that
of
help
here?
us escape? Yeah.
Could it? I don't know. I have to look up what a rope of climbing does. But I'm doing that right now.
I'm gonna detect secret doors.
Oh, very good idea. Please roll your detect
Okay.
secret doors skill.
I roll a 1.
You needed a 5 or 6, my friend.
Mhm.
A rope of climbing is a coil of thin, strong rope 50 feet in length. The owner may command it to climb in any direction. The rope can also be commanded to attach to a surface. And up to 10,000 coins of weight can be suspended from the rope. That is really cool. I hope you guys
Oh.
survive. Okay.
Yeah.
So did everybody take a turn? Did Robin do anything? Yeah, she
I looked under the
bed.
bed and it was not. It wasn't good.
Doink, you're the one who hasn't done any. Oh yeah, how did it go? Oh, you failed. Okay, everybody's done something. So now I need to roll. I've determined that they have broken through the door, but now they must break through your crates and barrels. Your crate and barrel scheme.
Our West Elms.
They are hacking away at it, but they have not been successful yet. You, if you peek, you know that you can only see 2 orcs down doing that because you pushed everything up against the door, but there's probably more behind them. So what do you want to do now?
I'm going to search for secret doors using my detect construction tricks.
You may do that.
5.
A 5 or a 6 would help you do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the problem. There is no secret door in here, according to what your construction tricks sense.
Is the room lit up?
Is the room lit up? Yes, there are. There are some torches.
I would like to throw one of those torches into the room that's filled with wooden crates, where all those orcs are.
Okay, you do that. It is immediately doused by all the wine mud.
No, it landed on top. It landed on the crate.
No, we've established
Wine
that there's wine mud everywhere. I'm joking, Nate. You can try. Would you like to try to make sure that torch lands on top of the crates, the wooden crates I described?
Yes.
Great. Then give me a ranged attack roll.
Ranged attack roll. Okay. How many feet away am I?
You are. Great question. Good question. 30 feet away.
Okay. So
Right.
I get 16 plus 1 bonus, 17.
I'm going to say that is a success. And so you have now set those crates and things on fire. And now I'm going to make a morale roll for the orcs. Interesting. Oh, they are falling back. Suddenly, they were chopping at all these crates and barrels and things, and suddenly they caught on fire, and they were like, and they went back into the hallway beyond.
Is the lady orc? Is she caught on fire?
Oh, great question. What's she doing now? Okay, she's still grieving for her very tall companion.
Okay, well, I let everyone know that what just happened and that the lady orc is still grieving and there's no way out, so we should probably try and
go back the way we came and try and get out of here.
Gotta find our way through, huh? All right.
Is that copper bowl still somewhere to get spilled? Can I just grab it on my way out? It just seems like a thing I want.
It does seem like a thing you want, right? You may grab it. You have grabbed it. It is grabbing.
Yes.
Consider it
my jewelry in it.
Dude. Consider it fucking grabbing. And let me just see if I need to tell you anything about it. It is filled with garbage and looks very.
It's just their ashtray.
It looks very tarnished. But you have it. You have the copper bowl.
I dumped the garbage out of it, though. I don't want that.
Right, of course. So that is 2 exploration turns for. I'm going to go back into exploration turns because the enemies have kind of disappeared for now. 2 exploration turns, and now it is Boople's exploration turn.
If we're not going to actually try and run back the way we came, I'll finish tossing the room. Okay,
great. Let me see if there's anything else to toss. Oh, you forgot to open the drawer, which was tied shut with a piece of rope. And because you were the one who earlier examined it, I'll go ahead and let you discover this if you say you're tossing the room. And there is a sack in it full of coins.
I'll have that sack, please.
Great. I'm going to tell you what's in these sacks now. I'm going to say you have enough minutes that you kind of take a look. 50 platinum pieces in that sack. And earlier, earlier you found a buckle on the orc leader worth 160 gold pieces, a 100 gold piece gem in the pommel of his sword, and his purse contained 8 gold pieces, 17 electrum pieces, and 5 silver pieces. That's a lot of XP, everybody.
You bet. If we can survive.
If we live.
Right. So, it appears that there's no other way out. That
We
the
gotta
way
go
you
back.
came in is the way out.
The gold buckle's worth 160 GP. Was the silver belt worth anything, or is that?
That's it. That's the whole thing. That's one thing.
Great. Okay, guys, let's get the F out of
We
here.
gotta go. Yeah.
And I think we gotta fight our way out.
Are they scared of fire? Would we take? No, because there are torches in here. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. You can't just brandish a torch at people and they run away from you.
If they were Frankensteins.
Yeah.
The female orc is still laying over her 10-foot tall gladiator.
We gotta go.
Well, if we hadn't just
I know
killed
how
her
she
best
feels.
friend, we could
I
ask
lost
her.
my barrel.
If we hadn't killed her best friend, she might tell us how to get out of here. But I don't think we can make a convincing argument. So we should probably just
We just run past.
boogie. Yeah.
Okay. There is a billowing fire at the bottom.
Can I see beyond the fire? Are there like?
Yeah, there is what remains of the door, because it was kind of like, chopped with axes off of its hinges, and beyond that you do not see any orcs.
Can I get another one of those wine barrels and douse the fire?
I'm going to rule that there's enough wine left in the bottom of that one barrel that you can douse the fire with it. Yes, good idea. And that is your exploration turn. Robin or Boople?
If the fire's doused, I'm going to clamber over all that stuff and get through that door.
Yeah,
Great.
I will do the same.
Great. Let me just see something real quick. I'm going to call it yeah. Well, the orcs have cleared out. Who knows what they're doing, but they have cleared out. The hallway appears empty right now. So the hallway you are in right now, if you so you're coming down the slope through where that door was before, and when you do that, if you look to the right is the tunnel that goes where all the orcs came up from, that slopes down, and then to your left it goes back to the secret room.
We should probably go
We'll
back out the way we came, right?
Yeah, just follow our tracks back.
Okay, I can't believe you guys lucked out. I made a huge chance of there being orcs still waiting down here. And okay, you head back to the secret door.
Very excited about this. Let's do it.
We have to reopen it because it did close it behind us.
Great. Everybody start rolling to see if you can get a 1 and get the catch.
Are you joking?
I got one.
Okay, can anybody else roll a 1 right now?
A 2, a 4, a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the orcs come back.
Okay. How'd you do?
I got a 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go, because I can tell you that I rolled another wandering monster encounter, and the orcs are coming back. There are, let's see how many. 4 orcs heading down they've come back up from that lower tunnel, and they're running toward you, and you guys have finally gotten the catch on that secret door. Let's go into initiative order. Robin Softshoes, would you please roll your D6?
5 plus 8.
Okay, they rolled a 2. So your team gets to go first.
Let's just run away, right?
Yeah.
Let's just go. I'm going to use my
running.
movement
All
to just
movement.
move.
Okay, great. Robin moves through into the secret room.
Boople does as well.
Yep,
Moving at
me
60.
too.
Okay, those are your movements, and then they're going to use their movements to chase you as much as they can, but they do not have the distance to cross the entire hallway to the secret door. But we're going to keep going all the way out the door, everybody, all the way out the door. So let's see, they started here and they had to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they didn't have enough. 5, 6. They didn't quite get it, but you can hear them right behind the door. You guys are inside. Are you moving through the other secret door back into the original orc cavern?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
At speed.
Okay, great. And you guys are doing double moves all the way?
Yeah.
And you're going to go all the way out?
Yep.
Yep.
All the way out.
Okay, well, in that case, I think I can safely say that these orcs, they don't have the movement speed to catch up with you. So if you just haul ass the whole time and this wandering monster roll doesn't fuck you in the cave that you have to travel through, then you should be fine. Here we go. I rolled a monster. I did. I rolled a 6. Everybody.
You really want
So
to kill one of us tonight?
no, I don't. I'm just trying to play it by the rules. Okay, so you
How
come
close are
down.
we to the exit?
You go past that locked door. You come down that slope, and you remember there was a room of orcs that you've never explored. That's why there are still monsters here that could be wandering. And so, let's see how many have come out into the banquet room. 5 of them have come out into the banquet room. Let me see how many of the ones in there could potentially be armed. Yes, the module even has that information. Let me just look at that really quickly. Let's see, they're at 10.
In 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we teleport back to town. We only have to last that long.
We just have to run out the clock. Now, here's what I want. I don't think we need to go into full combat if you guys are going to just keep running past these guys, but I think a couple of them get to take a swing at you. What do you think?
5. Well, how many of them are
There are
fighters?
5. Are you trying to
5.
avoid them?
Yeah. If there's
Yeah.
5 fighters.
So you're running past them trying to avoid them, right?
Yep.
So if you're trying to avoid, you can roll one of your skills if you're a thief that has skills that you think you would have a good chance of hitting, or you can try to roll under your dexterity on a d20.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How treasure crazy are orcs?
Or you can roll under your intelligence to know that, Doi'nk.
Okay.
The answer is less than me, Doi'nk. Don't throw my treasure away.
My intelligence is 14.
Roll a d20 and try to roll under that.
Okay. 17. The one time I have a good roll.
You're unsure. You're unsure. If you guys are just running, you can try to roll under your dexterity right now. And if you roll under it, you're too quick and sure-footed, and you get around them without them even getting a swing at you.
Should we keep running?
Let's keep boogieing.
Me? Yes, I think so.
Roll d20s, guys. Try to roll under your dexterity.
All right.
Okay.
My dexterity is 10, so it's 50-50.
I rolled exactly at my dexterity.
That's a success.
I rolled a
I rolled
7.
just under.
Guys, you see 5 orcs in the banquet hall that all turn to you and are like, "Rah!" And they're like swinging at you, and you guys are like sliding under tables and pushing chairs into them. And soon
I
you're...
took a copper
Ow.
bowl, I chuck it.
You chuck the copper bowl.
That's right after that's where I'm running.
Slams the guy in the face and just barely saves you. And then all of a sudden, you guys are running down the slope, almost rolling down the slope out under the sunlight and back to the dirt path that leads into the caves of chaos. You have escaped. You return to the fort on the far seas. Congratulations, everybody! What a fucking that was a tight run. That was a really well done run. I really thought I was going to kill somebody. Let's see. Clancy says, "Great job." Yeah.
Doi'nk,
Or wait, more XP for Boople. That's true.
in this moment, Doi'nk cries harder for his lost barrel than he did for Mr. Sirius last week.
Right. Of course he does.
Oh, no.
And so,
That's really rough.
if we can do our final calculation so we make sure we know how much XP everybody has, Mr. Clinton Trucks, can you please reveal how much total gold they've gotten? And we can even do the little bit of calculation on the Electrum and whatnot so that everybody knows how much XP they have on their sheet. Because it's even possible that Rob and Softshoes could level up.
What?
I don't know.
Not-
I don't know how much you got.
Oh, there's a lot today. 1 sec. Let's see.
Did you think you were going to die?
I did.
I thought
I was going to
for
die from the
sure.
centipedes.
I thought I was going to die.
I'm never on the player side, so I'm always like, come on, guys, it's just a centipede.
I don't
but-
know. I have 2 hit points.
Well, yeah, you have 2 hit points, and if it had hit you, it could have killed you. So yeah, you're not being silly. Okay, how are we doing, Clinton Trucks? Did you write down the gold that you got?
I did, but there's some calculations to do. There's
Oh, you're doing the calculations for me. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Doi'nk, how are you feel? You're upset about the barrel.
Yeah, devastated.
Do you think that was handled fairly? Like, now's the time to complain. Like, the crafting roll, the barrel armor.
The barrel armor was good. I didn't take any hits, so it's like, I guess whether or not it would have protected me, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great barrel, and I wish I still had that barrel. Mostly, I'm just upset that no orcs slipped in the wine.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want, you can go back to the fort and you can hire a craftsman to expertly craft a barrel that you can wear. That'll give you some AC bonus.
Jared, what is the value of our rope of climbing?
Oh, does that count toward it?
If we
No,
sell
that's
it,
a magic item. That's a magic
Okay.
item. We're not going to count
Then
that.
923.
923 XP, everybody. So that doesn't quite. I don't think that quite. That doesn't quite get our friend Robin to level 2, but it's a damn good start.
Pretty good. With that 5 I got for,
Yeah, you got.
I don't remember what, but 928.
For wearing soft shoes, I think, right? I don't
She
remember what the
only needs 300 more, actually, or about that. 400 more, maybe. No, 300.
I need like 500 more.
Ooh, that's really, really exciting, guys. Wow, it's all working. You guys did an amazing job.
I feel like we got lucky with some of those. I feel very lucky with some of my die rolls. I think those orcs would have absolutely killed us.
Robin Softshoes just killed everything, and I just continued to miss every. Though I saved her from the centipede, so the reason that she was able to single-handedly kill a mega orc.
And she's now devoted to Doi'nk. I mean, that she owes him her life.
Who is devoted to barrels?
Barrel. It's a real unrequited kind of a situation.
Oh, Jared, the chat asked the question: did we get any XP for kills?
Oh, yeah, of course you did. How many orcs were killed there? Let's see. An orc is worth only like 2 orcs were killed, right?
Yeah.
And then the centipedes. Okay.
And a mega orc.
Yeah, he was a mega orc. I agree with that. Okay, so orcs are worth 10 XP, but the mega orc is worth 50. And then your centipedes. Centipede, giant. That is normally worth 6 XP, and you defeated 2. I'm going to give you 12.
Ooh.
So that's additional 72 XP.
There you go, everybody.
I'm at 1,000 experience points. What a great first day of being an intern.
Yes. The internship is working out, and it is paid. I want to thank my amazing players for joining me tonight. Thank you, Paula Deming, Nate FERNALD, and my good buddy Clinton Trucks for being here. You guys were awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. Guys, I'm going to say goodbye to my players for right now, and I'm going to do a little bit of end of show business. Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Guys, the Stream of Blood is going strong. We have all kinds of fun stuff planned for you this Thursday on the Stereo app at 4 p.m. On the Stereo app, you can find that on any app store. Clinton Trucks and I will be doing likely the last, at least for now, campaign promises just for a little while. So please be sure to tune into that. That is the chat show where we talk all things RPG, and you can leave your comments and questions on the little voicemail feature that it has. So that is Thursday at 4 p.m. on the Stereo app. This Saturday, it's another Blood and Blades, this time with our Better Than Heroes crew, the Kinohora. The Kinohora have discovered that a horrible demon is rising out of the Duskfall Bay. Can they stop it? They're more than scoundrels. They're world savers. That's 6 p.m. I'm sorry. This week it is, let's be clear about this. It's usually 6 p.m. Pacific. This week, Blood and Blades is 7 p.m. Pacific because it's my daughter's 2-year birthday party. So I need to be able to stay with her at her party until about 6:30 or so. Sunday, 10 a.m., Vampires of Pittsburgh Lockdown. It has been going so incredibly strong, and we're so excited about that. Please tune in if you're not already, 10 a.m. Pacific on Sunday for Ashley Birch, Abu Salim, and Ross Bryant. Now I want to talk about our subscriber benefits. Guys, the only way that we earn money from the Stream of Blood is through Twitch subscriptions, and we would really love your subscription if you're someone who watches and enjoys our content. And when you subscribe, we offer special benefits. This week, I think likely tomorrow, our subscribers will find out how they can participate in our Thursday night creation of Philadelphia for our vampire game. We are going to create the city of Philadelphia. We're going to create the vampires who are non-player characters in the city. We are going to place them on locations in the city. We're going to create mortals and ghouls and other supernaturals that inhabit the entire city. And then I'm going to use that setting that I create with my subscribers. Subscribers will be able to contribute ideas to run a special side quest with Curtis Krieger, the character Ross Bryant plays on Vampires of Pittsburgh. But I have another thing to announce. I think I'm allowed to announce it now. Coming up, starting on April 6th, I will be game mastering storytelling for new game Who Dis on the Glass Cannon Network. And on those shows, we will be playing Vampires of Philadelphia. So that setting will see double duty. Not only will we do a special side quest with Ross Bryant, you will also get to see it on the Glass Cannon with their own special characters that they're going to create for it. We got to do a good job creating this setting. 7 p.m. Pacific Thursday night. Subscribers, I'll see you there. Other than that, just remember that we are also a podcast. Stream of Blood is the name of the podcast. Please subscribe, rate, and review it. It helps people know we're here. It leads people to all of the cool stuff we do, including the Twitch channel. Also, check us out on all the socials. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Reddit. We are on Facebook. And the best place to get in touch with us is on our Discord, the Server of Blood. So that's where we arrange and organize some of these subscriber events. So if you're a subscriber or if you're just a fan of the show, please come over to our Discord server and hang out with us and talk to us about games. I don't have any time for questions or comments tonight, so go to the Discord to ask me stuff or Clint stuff or to just make a comment. I want to thank Clinton Trucks and Brian Baldinger, my producers and partners. I want to thank Megan Arch, our social media manager, Matt Moynihan, our YouTube content producer, new GM Toolbox on Thursday night. And I also want to thank Garrett Ross for creating our logo, and it's over there, and Andrew Orvidal for creating our opening animation. Bye-bye, guys. Let's end the show now. Clint, let's make this. What's happening?